What you just saw was Bayern Munich's lineup in this game. I'll be talking about this lineup, these tactics that Bayern Munich employed. I had a player ratings video of this 6-2 victory, 6-star victory. Bayern Munich versus Mainz, where we played very well. Everyone in my player rating got above a 7 out of 10, except for Sven Ulreich, who had a bit of a stinker, to be honest. 5.5 out of 10, but check out that video. But in this one, Nagelsmann's rating, team tactics, my overall happiness, thoughts on the game. So, yet again, I was very pleased by how Bayern Munich played this one. With Nagelsmann's tactics coming up great again, we dominated Mainz. It never looked in doubt. Yes, there were times where it was like 3-1, where it seemed they could get back into the game, but our defense remained solid pretty much the whole game, and our attack was so free-flowing and beautiful to watch, really. Like, there were some really good offensive plays. I thought standouts for me were Choupo-Moting, who yet again is proving why he should be a starter, yet again is proving why Bayern Munich needed a striker, yet again is proving the advantages of having a proper striker in this Bayern Munich team, where the other players can roam, can interchange around this set striker. I also thought that Musiala was great. I thought Mane was great. In my player ratings I talked about this, but it's like the idea that Mane, even though he was playing really well, even though it seemed in my eye that he played really poorly this game, gave away the ball tons, didn't dribble really well, but he got a goal and he got 2 or 3 assists, so unreal performance for Mane, and he deserves credit for that. My happiness, very high, because the passages, as I said, were really good. The Musiala goal, where Musiala 1-2s it with Choupo-Moting, really good team goal. Choupo-Moting unleashes that pass right at the split moment, and Musiala scores it. But also Serge Gnabry's first goal. Gnabry starts a move, plays to Mane, Mane plays back into Gnabry, which Musiala dummies over, and there is some telepathy, there is some interchanging, there is some intelligence in the way that their fellow attackers move between Musiala, Gnabry, Mane. Mane and Gnabry in particular playing really well together this whole season, but there is some knowledge of their fellow attackers, and this is contributing well to the team, that it makes the attack unpredictable, it makes the attack fluid, all the attackers always occupying those forward spaces, but also providing high quality play, which is very nice, pleasing on the eye. So that was good. I was pleased by that. So I was pleased by the overall quality of play in terms of the quality of defense. I thought it was good. It was pretty solid for the most part. To be fair, Mainz did have that part where they hit the bar, and they did hit us past for 2. But because we were dedicating so much to going forward, we can afford to give up 2 goals. It wasn't really the defense's fault for the 2 goals. It was mainly Ulreich, to be honest. Maybe you can't really blame the defense for a corner also. Like, that's set piece, that's not like the actual defending. So I thought the defending on the whole was very good. It gave up very minimal chances. Only really the chance where Mainz had that 1-2 hit off the bar and post. But apart from that, defending was good. Kimmich and Goretzka were good and solid, and it was all working well for Bayern Munich. But let's talk about the tactics. In defense, can't say much, just standard 4-2-3-1, which is what we've been rocking for many games now, and it seems to be working again, and working well. In attack, 4-2-3-1 also, I keep mentioning this, but Choupo-Moting, he is that set striker. Instead of having a Mane, a Thomas Muller, who is roaming into midfield often, Choupo-Moting, he is roaming, don't get me wrong, he's going left, right into the channels, providing width, but he's more of a striker, and he's a physical specimen. He's a tall guy, strong person, he's a strong runner, he can run into those channels, provide spaces for other Bayern Munich players, so it's really working well with Choupo-Moting as that focal point, as that point where Bayern Munich players can say, oh yeah, he will be there to collect the pass, or we can play around him, like Musiala. Because he was in that striker position, Musiala could play a 1-2 with him, get past his man, and then score that goal. So it's really working with Choupo-Moting up top. And simply, Choupo-Moting must play now in the future. He must play versus Inter. He must play in the matches before the World Cup. Why should he not? Only reason he should not is if he's injured, if he's too tired, if he needs a rest. But he has earned the right to become a starter right now with the amazing performances he is displaying. Yes, Choupo-Moting, some of his touches were off, some of the passes weren't up to sync, but the ideas are there and the opportunities are there. So even if he doesn't hit these passes a few times out of 10, at least 7 times out of 10 passes reach their target, and it's a good idea for the pass. So that's why Choupo-Moting's ideas are working very well right now. Choupo-Moting is so clinical in his finishing right now, and he must play, really. He's playing at an unbelievable level. And in behind him, therefore, Musiala, Gnabry, Mane, they were interchanging a bit. I mean, Musiala mainly in the centre this game, Mane mainly on the left, Gnabry mainly on the right. But there was still some fluidity, like in Gnabry's first goal, when Gnabry came in through the centre and then he's at the same position as Musiala. There was flexibility in this Bayern Munich team. Sadio Mane sometimes coming inside with Davies bombing down on the overlap. But another tactic was to have the fullbacks come inside. Davies come inside while Sadio Mane provides width. Mazraoui come inside and act as a 6 in the playmaking role when Bayern were attacking. And this was especially prevalent when Coman came on, because Coman, unlike Gnabry, really provided width on that right-hand side, and that meant that Mazraoui really could come on in the inside and act as another playmaker in the build-up. And Mazraoui is good enough for this role. Played the full 90 minutes at right-back today. And he's really good. His touch is great, his dribbling is great, attacking ideas, offensive ideas, his vision, his ball control, his passing is very good, and it's suited to a number 8 position on that right-hand side of like a 4-3-3 formation. And that's kind of what he was playing as Coman was providing the width. He didn't have to overlap. He was in that midfield role, and he was able to provide some attacking passes through this way. I thought the defense was very strong. Upamecano and De Ligt really dealing well with the Mainz attackers. Ulreich is still a bit of a liability on the ball, as we saw in that second Mainz goal. When he's playing it short, it still feels a bit risky. When we have Neuer there, you're assured, you're happy, you know he's not going to make that many mistakes. Although, to be fair, this season he has made a few mistakes, Neuer, but you're pretty confident. But with Ulreich, it's a bit dodgy. You want to play more long balls. And that's where Choupo-Moting comes in. Because of his height, he's able to win these long balls. Long ball comes into Choupo-Moting, on-rushing Mane, on-rushing Gnabry. So that's what we're seeing a bit more with Ulreich in the team right now. Goretzka, as always, was pushing forward high. He got that goal from a late run into the box. Characteristic Goretzka goal. But overall, it was just a very solid performance for the Bayern Munich team. I was very happy. Free-flowing, attacking football. It doesn't matter the game versus Inter, and I'm expecting heavy rotation because of this, especially given the schedules that some of these Bayern players have been playing recently. But that doesn't matter. We still want a win versus Inter. I'll be back then. Player ratings, match analysis, lineups videos. Come back for these. Let me know your thoughts on these videos in the comments below. Thank you. Goodbye. Have a good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Good afternoon. Goodbye.